Okay, so hello guys, it's currently 7:42 in the morning. I hope all of you are doing fine. Good morning to all of you. So today we are going to talk about G20 Summit. But before talking about G20 Summit, as you know, almost all my videos start with a nice and a beautiful thought. Today we are going to do the same. And we are going to look before it what it actually means. The thought for today is you cannot change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction overnight. What does it actually means? If you look at all these successful companies, whether it be Instagram named after Bourbon, Twitter named after audio, they all have committed pivot at some or the other point of their scale up. So even in life, for sometimes you just need to hold back. You need to look at your problems. You need to introspect them, and actually find what is actually causing this problem. And according to it, you need to do the pivot as well. If your friends are causing the problem, just do something about it. Like anybody, whether it be your friends, it be your girlfriend, it be your family, it be your teachers, it be your community, just look before that, because at the end of the day you are alone sleeping in your bed looking at your life, and your parents are hoping that one day you will do something great in your life. So now let's begin. Let's begin about G20. So in today's video we are going to talk about what is G20, what is G20, how it came into existence, what are its main objective, and what comprises of the organizational staff of G20. Okay, so as most of you might have heard the name of G20 in recent days, and India is hosting the I think 8th G20 Summit at New Delhi on 9th and 10th of September. So what actually is G20? Even if you have heard the news, I'm damn sure you might not have searched it on Google that what actually is G20. And that is actually what separates us from the rest of the people. You need to be curious. You need to be curious. So well, without wasting any time, let's begin. G20 intro. Let's begin with the intro. The G20, also known as the Group of 20, serves as the primary platform for international collaboration on critical aspects of the global economic and financial agenda. Global economic and financial agenda. So the main focus of G20, a group of 20 countries, is to look before the global economical and financial conditions of the world. How the market is working, what are its future aspects, whether the country is doing good in terms of financial aspects or not. First of all, what are the 20 countries that are included in G20 Summit? It's Argentina, Australia, Brazil, Canada, China, European Union, France, Germany, India, Indonesia, Italy, Japan, Mexico, Russia, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, South Korea, Turkey, UK, and US. All these countries together account for almost about 90% of the world's GDP and 80% of the global trade, and represent about 2/3 of the global population. Let's take a look at how actually G20 website that actually has been made by the Indians, obviously because India is hosting the G20 Summit of 2023. So let's take a look. This is G20. You can check overview, G20 members, how G20 works. Let's take a look at G20 members. These are all the 20 countries, and these are the invitees. They have still not accepted their invitation to G20 Summit. Bangladesh, Egypt, Mauritius, Netherlands, Nigeria, Oman, Singapore, Spain, and UAE. How G20 works. You can actually check this website, trust me, but I have summarized it for you, so you don't need to. It's going to be a short but informative video. So what are the main objectives of G20? A. Policy coordination between its members in order to achieve global economic stability and sustainable growth. To B. To promote financial regulations that reduce risk and prevent future financial crises. C. To create a new international financial architecture. All the financial minds of these 20 countries come together every year and talk about the financial changes that have occurred in the market. They planned on building an architecture that will actually make all the financial and marketing stuff smooth, so that it does not need to face any country doesn't need to face any financial crisis in the upcoming years, in the upcoming millennia. You can actually check more about uh, its objectives by reading this PDF, G20 Background Belief. I have read it, trust me, you will learn something from this. You must read it. And now let's begin on origin and evolution. The G20 originated in response to 1990s Asian financial crisis. Its first unofficial meeting was hosted in Berlin, Germany in 1990. It began in December 1999. Over time, it evolved into an annual gathering, with India hosting a meeting in 2002. In 2008, the G20 was elevated to summit level to address the global financial crisis. In 2008, the G20 was actually elevated to summit level in order to address the global economic condition of different countries. So let's take a look at the website again, and let's take a look at the stuff. G20 members, how G20 works. Previous summits 2010. Okay, so we have data after 2008 only. So let's take a look at 2008 summit. Opening ceremony of G20 Washington Summit 2008. We have only one pic. You can check all the documents. You can check summit information, and let's take a look at 2022. The previous G20 summit was held in Indonesia, and in 2003 it is being held in India, and it is actually the moment of doubt that India is actually a part of G20, and it's a great thing. So, how G20 actually works? The G20 presidency steers the G20 agenda for 1 year and holds the summit. The G20 consists of two parallel tracks, the finance track and the Sherpa track. Finance ministers and central bank governors lead the financial track, while Sherpas lead the Sherpa track after finance track. But now, what is Sherpa track? Sherpa track actually looks before the normal stuff, like non-economic matters. Mostly it deals with non-economic matters like development, anti-corruption, and all those stuff. Whereas the main work of finance track is to look before the financial condition or the economy of different nations. The G20 processes from the Sherpa side is coordinated by the Sherpas of member communities, who are personal emissaries of the leaders. Finance track is led by finance ministers and central bank governors of the member countries. Within the two tracks, there are thematically oriented working groups in which representatives from the relevant ministries of the members, as well as from invited guest countries and various international organizations, participate. The finance track is mainly led by Ministry of Finance. So practically almost every year, from 20 different countries, the financial minds of all the different countries sit together and they talk about financial and economic conditions. These working groups meet regularly throughout the terms of each presidency, and in 2003 it is holding under the presidency of our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The Sherpas oversee negotiations over the course of this year, discussing agenda items for the summit and coordinating the substantial work of G20. In addition, there are engagement groups which bring together civil societies, parliament, think tanks, women, youth, labor, business, and researchers of the G20 countries. The group doesn't have a permanent secretariat. The chair keeps on rotating. From Indonesia, it came to India. From Before Indonesia, it was Bali. The presidency is supported by Troika, previous, current, and economic presidency. That is, if India is hosting the G20 summit, it is actually being supported by the Indonesia. During India's presidency, the Troika will comprise Indonesia, India, and Brazil respectively. So this and now about the organizational staff of G20. The G20 has no permanent staff. The chair rotates annually with Mexico, with India as the current chair, and let's see who will participate in the next year. As I told you before. So well, that's all from my side. Thank you very much. Good morning again, and have a great day. Enjoy.